What's going on, guys? I'm Chris, and today I'm joined by my lovely lady friend, Cam. How you doing today, Cam?
Good.
And we are actually doing a tier ranking of all the Harry Potter characters from the movies. There's 8 movies, so there's a ton of characters. We actually aren't ranking every single Harry Potter character because that would be like
so long.
a 24-hour long video. But we are going to talk about the ones that we think are the most notable. So our categories we have are fantastic, great, good, meh, and bad. Sometimes I don't like to use amazing every time, so we change it to fantastic.
Fantastic Beasts? Just kidding.
I haven't seen those movies.
Not worth it.
Yeah. But we're going to go through these characters and definitely consider hitting the like button and comment down below how you would rank these characters. So first up is Bellatrix Lestrange.
As much as her character irritates me, I still think she's a good character.
I do too, because she's so evil and serves a purpose in Harry's character arc when she kills Sirius. Yeah. So I'd have
she's
to
important.
Go good. She's just so evil. You love to hate her. So you have to go good. Next is Buckbeak. This is a hippogriff, actually, and I believe it serves as Hagrid's pet for part of Prisoner of Azkaban. Mm-hmm. That's a major plot point, but I really like this little guy. He's kind of cute.
Me too. I would put him in good.
In good? Okay, yeah.
He's kind of a vital part of that movie, if you're thinking about it.
Next, we've got the new Batman himself, Robert Pattinson, as Cedric Diggory.
I'll do this one.
Don't you dare. No. He's not amazing.
Yes, he's fantastic.
Oh, sorry. He's not fantastic.
Yes, he is. He's great.
He's
so good.
I disagree strongly, and here's why. He's in the Goblet of Fire, and that's it. But he's just there to be like the antithesis to Harry, and as they have competition. But that's it. You don't get much depth to his character. It's sad
because he dies.
Yeah, I know. Just because someone dies doesn't mean they're amazing.
I didn't say Quicksilver is amazing.
I know, but why is he fantastic? Think about the caliber of that word.
Good in that movie.
He's not even really in the movie that much. He's a hotshot contestant who befriends Harry. They become friends. They start helping each other out, and then he has a sad death in the end, and then he's gone. The death, very sad. But I don't think I could go fantastic. I don't even know if I could go great.
We're putting him in great. You want to put him in good?
Yeah.
I want to put him in fantastic.
Okay, we'll put him in great.
There we go.
Next is Cho.
Bad.
Who we're going to put in bad just because I don't really recall any lines of dialogue she has in the entire franchise.
She just irritates me because she hops from Cedric to Harry.
Yeah,
fast. Your boyfriend just died. Calm down.
And next we have Crabbe and Goyle, who are meh. They're meh. And I don't think they're flat out bad. I think that they have that memorable scene, and it's not even them, in Chamber of Secrets, where they take the potion and then Harry and Ron look just like them. Mm-hmm. That's the most memorable part. So meh or bad? What do you think?
Meh.
Meh? Okay.
Because they're so funny. Why are you wearing glasses? Reading. I didn't know you could read.
Next is Dean Thomas, who...
Meh.
Meh?
I think he's a meh.
Right.
I mean...
We'll put him in meh.
I don't dislike him as much as I hate Cho. Cho, I actively don't like.
Yeah.
Dean Thomas is just there.
Next is Dobby.
Great.
Who is a great character. We'll put Dobby in great. Arguably the saddest death. In my opinion, the saddest death in the entire Harry Potter franchise.
The saddest death for me is Cedric.
Okay.
So.
He's just so harmless. Just wants to protect Harry Potter and his friends. And
Dobby is a free elf.
Even though he doesn't have that much time to shine, you gotta love Dobby.
So sad.
Gotta love Dobby. Next is Dolores Umbridge, who is probably my least favorite character as far as my hatred for her is the strongest. Yeah. But that doesn't make her a bad character.
No.
She's actually a good character, I think.
She's a great character. She drives a lot of the plot.
I just think Dolores is so irritating to me. And sure, she's in Order of the Phoenix. She's very, much a presence in that movie when she, makes Harry write on his arm. And then she shows up again in Deathly Hallows Part 1. She's on the level of Bellatrix. I think Bellatrix is a significantly better character.
True.
So,
very good.
Good? Okay, we'll go good. Next is Draco Malfoy.
Fantastic.
Fantastic?
Absolutely fantastic. Everything about him. Love him. I wanted a better redemption for his character at the end.
That's why I think he's great.
No.
I think
fantastic.
He's
great. Fantastic. 5 minutes at the end of the franchise shouldn't take him from fantastic to great. You know what I mean?
We'll go fantastic.
Thank you.
And I guess he is, but at the same time, he's just a wimpy little boy throughout the whole entire thing. He does have some interesting...
Ron is a wimpy boy for, the last 2 movies.
Yeah, I guess. Next is Dumbledore, who I'm going to go ahead and put in amazing.
No argument.
One of the top 5 Harry Potter characters, I think, objectively
Absolutely.
speaking.
Which Dumbledore do you prefer more?
I was going to say I prefer the second Dumbledore.
Really?
I like them both, and for what they have, they fit the movies they're in.
Yeah, I was going to say, rest in peace to the first guy. Yeah. But I think that they changed actors at the perfect timing in terms of the tones of the movie.
They did. Good job.
Thanks.
Next is the Dursleys, and the main one here is Dudley, who is Harry's nemesis in a sense at home. So is Uncle Vernon, but
Muggle nemesis.
Yeah, I think they're meh.
Yeah,
they're meh. Their purpose is to show that Harry has a very rough home situation.
They add comedy.
Next is Argus Filch, who I think is a bad character.
No.
Yeah.
And Mrs. Norris.
Yep. This is probably, for you Game of Thrones fans, it's because he plays Walder Frey, and I have to separate the two of them. Say that. I can't stand Walder Frey, so it's very hard for me to separate the two. But in the Harry Potter movies, like...
Students in the corridor. Students out of bed.
I guess we can go meh. I cannot go higher than meh.
I feel bad putting him in bad. Does that make sense?
We'll put him in meh. Next, we have Fred and George Weasley, the twins, who bring a lot of comedy.
Great.
Yeah. Wow.
Think about the scene where they fly into the test that they're taking instead of all the fireworks, and they're just so funny.
And I like how at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, when you're on the Hogwarts Express, how you can see them in the windows.
Yeah.
So we'll go great.
And they just have like so many funny lines.
And it's a very sad death.
Yeah.
Next is Gilderoy Lockhart. Kenneth Branagh plays him well, but also he's just kind of a goober throughout the whole movie.
Yeah, that's his
no
character.
way I'm putting him good.
I would personally probably put him in good. I just think his personality is so different from anybody else. He is just so much more of like a showman.
Put him in meh.
Fine.
Because I would go bad, so we'll put him in meh. Next is Ginny Weasley. Good? Yeah, okay. Well, I don't really have many thoughts on Ginny. She's kind of just there. Being honest. She serves as Harry's love interest. That's really good.
She has a crush on Harry for like most of the movies.
Yeah. Next is Hagrid. Fantastic.
And you love Hagrid.
Yeah, Hagrid might be my favorite Harry Potter character. Also, Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure.
Should have worn that shirt.
I know. You're a wizard, Harry. I love that line.
He's the best source of comic relief, all honesty.
Yeah, I just love Hagrid.
I like how Hagrid spells happy birthday on Harry's cake in the first movie.
Sweet. He's just a sweet character.
He's so sweet.
Next is Harry Potter, the titular character himself. Fantastic.
I'm just kidding.
You want to go that comedy route, huh? Yeah,
I'm just
fantastic.
Kidding.
Not much to say here.
It's
his story, and
it's Harry Potter and the blank.
Exactly, it's fantastic. I don't even want to waste time talking about him because anything there is to be said about him has been said online somewhere. Yeah. Next is Hedwig, his owl. I'd probably go. Good. It's harder to judge the creatures because they don't have dialogue.
Everything in Harry Potter is sentient. Which is irritating.
It makes it hard to rank. Is what I agree.
We could have put the Whomping Willow in here because technically it's alive, so it's a character. But that's just a lot of work.
Yeah. So I guess.
Would you put him in meh?
I would.
Good.
Meh. Next is Hermione Granger, who...
Fantastic.
Yeah, she's...
My spirit animal.
One of the original trios. I know you love her a lot.
Absolutely love her.
You have a good impression, too. Do you want to give the people what they want or not?
Okay. Now, I'm going to bed before either one of you comes up with another plan to get us killed. Or worse, expelled. She's sassy, and she's strong. She might be one of, the few, female characters in a franchise that isn't ragged on as a Mary Sue or whatever.
Yeah, she's great, and Emma Watson, of course.
Love her.
Next is Creature, who serves as kind of the house elf for Sirius Black's house, right?
He irritates me. Bad
as well, yeah. Bad, and move on just because
he irritates me and he's hard to look at.
Next is Victor Crumb from the Goblet of Fire. I don't like Victor Crumb.
I'd honestly put him in bad.
And I don't really care if that upsets anybody.
I'd put him in bad.
I would too. And he's cool, but I never liked him. Lucius Malfoy is, when he's on screen, this is Draco's dad, his voice, played by Jason Isaacs, is so menacing. I'd have to go good with Lucius.
Good. I was going to say great. Every time that he's on screen, he demands your attention, no matter what.
Yeah, we'll just put him in great and move on. Next, we have Luna Lovegood. Cam, I'll let you go first on this one.
I love her. I'd put her in great.
I'm indifferent on her, so I'll just go with what you say, because, she's fine to me.
She just adds, a different dynamic to the movies. She's so much more soft-spoken than the other characters that we have.
Yeah, she's kind of quirky. I'm fine with putting her in great. That's cool by me. Next we have Remus Lupin, who, I'm a big Lupin fan.
I know you are.
I'd have to go great with Lupin.
Yeah, I agree.
The werewolf aspect of his character really just adds a whole nother layer to him. And his introduction on the train, when he's just sitting in the corner, and then he gets rid of the Dementors, great moment. And then we have Mad-Eye Moody, who has a very interesting introduction because he's not really himself in the Goblet of Fire as someone is acting as him. But after that, he's still a pretty good character, I think.
Yeah,
I don't think he's mad. I think he's good. We'll go good with Mad-Eye Moody. I like his eyeball.
I kind of like him when he's not actually him, if that makes sense.
That does make... I think that's his best movie, which is kind of ironic because it's not even him, yeah. And the detail, the attention to detail in these movies is crazy. Next is Professor McGonagall, who is one of the classic Harry Potter characters. You see her in the beginning of Sorcerer's Stone with Dumbledore. I would also go good with her. I don't think she's above good.
Yeah.
So, and the reason being is a lot of these characters are good, but they aren't above good in my opinion, which is totally cool. Above good means that you do something extra.
Yeah, you do something a little bit.
Right, yeah.
You add some oomph.
Moaning Myrtle.
She kind of irritates me because she's like so whiny.
Very irritating.
But also like rightfully so because she died. So I feel bad for her. But I'd put her in, I don't know, because you see I want to put her in meh, but then I'm like, she's kind of a crucial part of Chamber of Secrets.
I'd go meh still. I would still go meh with her.
Fair.
So, I don't know.
Meh.
Never really appealed to me, and that's the reason why. I know she's like one of those classic characters in Harry Potter, as most are, but she irritates me. Next is Neville Longbottom. I'm between good and great.
I would say great, just because his arc is so good, and what he does in the last movie is so
Kills
important.
the last Horcrux.
So important.
Gotta go great then. And I think that the stuff with his toad in the Sorcerer's Stone is
best glow up of the whole movie.
And he does. He goes through a massive transformation.
All of the characters.
Oh yeah. So we gotta show some love to Neville. He might be the true hero of the Harry Potter franchise.
Gotta give him something to make up for his last name.
Next is Peter Pettigrew. Bad.
Really?
Bad.
All right, I'll let you have that one.
And I know that he was Scabbers before, but he's just so damn annoying, and I don't really care. If you want to talk about his character arc,
don't like
what happens to him in the end.
I don't like looking at him.
No, he disgusts me.
He's ugly.
In every form and fashion.
Even as a rat.
He's an atrocity. I don't want to talk about Peter Pettigrew. Professor Quirrell, I think, is a meh character.
Yeah.
And it's cool how Voldemort is essentially a part of him throughout the entire movie. And you see the details, like the foreshadowing that he doesn't want to touch Harry early on.
Yeah, because he can't, yeah.
And he kind of stutters throughout the entire movie. Just a little interesting quip about his character. But I would go meh.
I think putting him in bad would disrespect to the Harry Potter franchise just because he's like the first villain.
Yeah, that's fair. And then we have Harry Potter's best friend, Ron Weasley.
Fantastic.
And the original trio are all fantastic.
Imagine if we just put him in good or something. Next we have Ron's parents. I would put them in good.
We'll do that.
I love his mom. She's important. She kills Bellatrix.
I love that moment, yeah.
She's dope.
That's awesome. And the dad is... I like how he kind of reveals he reveals all these details to Harry. He kind of takes Harry in as a son, honestly.
Yeah, he does. He like shows him the ropes outside of Hogwarts, which is something that Dumbledore can't do.
Right, yeah. So he's a father figure to Harry in a sense. And,
they're good.
He's a smart guy. I like them both. So we'll go good with them. And then we have Seamus, who is probably meh at best.
I would put him in bad. He irritates me.
We'll put him in bad then, because I don't really care about him if I'm being completely honest.
Every time he speaks, he irritates
He has some beef with Harry in one of the movies.
Yeah, he's so rude.
Next we have Sirius Black, who is one of my favorite characters in the series. I'll go fantastic.
Absolutely.
Crucial to Harry's character arc. And in Prisoner of Azkaban, you think he's a villain until that awesome showdown happens.
I was going to say
Yeah. Look at us. Great minds think alike. But I do love Sirius, and Gary Oldman, fantastic actor. So we'll go fantastic with Sirius Black. One of the saddest. Really does. And then I want Bellatrix to get killed immediately after, but she gets her time eventually.
Sirius Black.
Snape. Severus Snape.
Dumbledore.
Fantastic.
Yeah. He's so good. I hate the Half-Blood Prince movie, but he's so good.
He is the character that frustrated me the most the first time I saw them. He was always out for Harry's head, and then in Deathly Hallows Part 2, you get one of the best character reveals in movie history.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful, the way that's all revealed.
Do you want to hear my impression of him?
Sure.
Turn to page 394.
That's good. Next we have Professor Trelawney.
I put her in good.
Who is meh to me.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Meh. I don't think she's good. If you want to compare good and meh, I think she just doesn't have the full time to shine.
I guess you're right.
Again, it's all in our opinions though, folks. So comment down below where you would put her, as well as the rest of these characters. And the last one is Voldemort, who is the main villain of the Harry Potter franchise. Has to go in Fantastic.
Absolutely.
One of the better movie villains ever, and Ralph Fiennes' performance is
so good.
Stellar. I
can touch you now.
And he's so freaky, too.
So good. Yeah,
he's like a snake. I don't like when he's on screen.
I know it's not the actor when I say this, it's the character, but Tom Riddle I also love. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So much. Kind of like how, like Thanos in terms of Marvel, like he's just like such a dynamic villain. Like when you get more backstory on him, you kind of feel bad for him. Yeah. Which is crazy. He's
a compelling villain, and he's an essential reason why the franchise is what it is, why it's so great. So those are all the Harry Potter characters that we're going to be ranking today. Hope you all enjoyed, and definitely drop your ranking of the characters down below. Who's your favorite? Who's your least favorite? Who's just in the middle? We would be interested to hear that, and I want to say thank you to Cam for joining me in this video.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, definitely check her out on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, all at Cam Silas.
I also make merch. You can find that in the link in my bio of my Instagram or my TikTok, or in the description of any of my YouTube videos. It's mostly Marvel and Star Wars related stuff, but yeah.
There you have it. So if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the Film Stock channel. It would mean the world. The support lately has been awesome, and I just have a ton of fun making these videos. And definitely consider hitting the like button. Like I said, comment your thoughts on the Harry Potter characters down below. And until next time, we'll see you guys later.
Bye.